clarify. I didn't admit that abortion was wrong.
Okay,
I just said
yeah,
I
please
see
clarify.
it as a form of self-defense.
Okay, right.
some
So
cases.
that's a new one.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If today's your first time here, don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so today we'll be listening to a video titled Charlie Kirk, Dismantles pro-choice college student who thinks abortion is self-defense. Wow. This is about to get interesting. Alright, so without wasting more time, let's get started.
Yes, but I found common ground with you on abortion, and that I completely agree that, whatever you want to call it, a fetus at whatever stage it is, it's alive. There's no contention on that front. My concern, though, and I want to hear your perspective on this, is here in Texas we have the strictest abortion ban in the whole country. There's no exception for rape or incest or for the life of the mother after 6 weeks. My concern is that the government is mandating that people carry out their pregnancies even when it goes against their own life and their own well-being. I can take an example of if somebody's threatening to harm you, you have a right to self-defense. Why not have give the same autonomy to people who are pregnant?
Okay, thoughtful question. Thank you. So, first thing is, if you believe abortion is wrong, which you admitted it is, well then you should obviously have laws that...
I'll clarify. I didn't admit that abortion was wrong.
Okay,
I said
yeah,
I
please
see
clarify.
it as a form of self-defense.
Okay, right. So that's a new one.
Well, as the previous person says, that person inside of you is completely dependent on you in a way different than a natural-born child.
So in most cases, rape and incest aside, how did that being get there?
I mean, in most cases, through sex, regardless of rape or incest.
Yeah, so there was a choice made.
I see your point. Even with a choice, let's say you invite someone into your home and they still decide to assault you. Does that mean you not have a right to self-defense against them?
Well, no. I think that, for example, if you have a bunch of teenagers over to your home and they start wrecking everything, you shouldn't be shocked when all of a sudden you wake up the next morning and things are a little awry.
But we're not just talking about wrecking a home. We're talking about wrecking your own body, your own personal autonomy.
Well, hold on. Again, rape and incest aside, of which I'm happy to answer and happy to talk about the moral aspect of that, but 98% of all abortions are done as a form of birth control, right?
Sure.
It's a form of birth control. How did those people get pregnant?
Usually through consensual sex.
Right. So they are pro-choice. They made a choice to have consensual sex, and now they want to be able to use scientific medical technology to crush a being that is not them, is a different person out of convenience?
Let's say you have a child who needs a kidney transplant, and you are the only one who can supply it, and you consensually allow them to use that kidney. What if the operation goes too long? They're still kind of using your blood for months on end. Should the government mandate, maybe not kidney?
I love these hypotheticals. I got it. Not making fun
you
of
see where
no.
you see where
Earlier,
I'm
I got
going.
the most amazing hypothetical. We don't have to overthink this. Like, why should children get the death penalty because their parents decided to have consensual sex? I don't understand that.
Sir, even if you consent to, say, taking care of your child through the, transfusing blood or whatnot, should the government mandate that you have to continue that consensual blood transfusion?
Again, under the unrealistic hypothetical, and I reject the whole premise of this. The question is, let me answer it more broadly. Do I think the government should step in to protect and preserve human right, be it by mandating, especially when the question is termination or not? Of course, the answer is yes. But it says a lot when there's a very serious, concrete question. And kind of we have to yield to these abstractions, which is fine. The philosophical sides and the kind of the hypotheticals are fine, are legitimate, I suppose, in some sense. But it comes to be just more concrete, right? We've got 1 million abortions every single year. Okay? 998,000 of them are because of a form of birth control. Do you find something wrong with that?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I think there is something wrong with that. I think that just looking at the last resort to be able to terminate human life as a form of birth control is not just sick, it's immoral, and it says a lot about who we are as a people and kind of the folding of a cultural life in our nation. And so I'll just ask one final question. When does human life begin?
It begins at conception, but that doesn't override the right to bodily autonomy and self-protection.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it does begin at conception. So does that mean someone who is larger than another being has the right to terminate them? Because why is it bodily autonomy? Just because the being is in them?
The size doesn't matter. It's the self-defense. If a toddler is running a knife at you, you can knock it down. You know, it's you. I'm sorry. I'm kind of impromptu here as we keep going.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, so I'll just close with this. Don't use that analogy again.
Yeah. No, that was a bad one.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow. But this was really interesting. And I hope it was to you too. Because, oh my God, I didn't like the fact that, I understand he was saying that in his opinion, but I didn't love the fact that he said doing abortion is a form of self-defense. Like, that's you committing murder. Honestly, because I don't see why you should abort a baby you actually put yourself in a situation to get. Yes, I hope I'm making sense with this. Because to me, I think abortion is like you committing murder. And that's the truth. It's against human rights to commit abortion, because you took that mistake to avoid using contraceptives, and that was the result of you getting that baby. You aborting it is clearly murder. Come on, you can't tell me that is self-defense, because you are killing someone. You are killing a child who has not even wronged you. You are killing someone who has never wronged you. Understand that's in your belly and all of whatever you want to say, but that's clearly murder. Because understand someone wants to actually abort a baby because he or she is not ready for that baby, or it came as a mistake. But come on, it's coming as a mistake was through what you did. Because you can't even say you want to commit murder, you want to abort the baby because you're not ready to have the baby. If you're not ready to have the baby, why then did you go and have sex? Come on, this is this is wrong. Like, this is really, really wrong. And I feel this should be one of the laws that should be added, so that if that's committed, you can go to jail and feel and go to trial and go and face the sentence, because this is clearly murder. Abortion is no self-defense. Come on. When you were having the sex, you didn't think about the results of it. Come on, if you don't want to do this, you can clearly do use contraceptives. You have contraceptives. People are actually doing family planning to even though you're not ready, even those who are even married. And at this age, look at him saying abortion is self-defense. If you go and take that risk to have sex with someone you know you're not ready to father the child, or you're not ready to be a mother, then you don't have to actually use you have to actually use contraceptives, or try and use they have plenty ways of trying not to get pregnant. You do that to avoid all this, because you can't tell me doing abortion is clearly self-defense. No, it's even against the right. It's against human rights, because you are clearly killing someone who doesn't even know, who has not committed any crime. If that's self-defense, normally self-defense happens when someone is trying to attack you and you try to also defend yourself. But in this case, that baby in your womb is not trying to do anything to you. Understand that that baby is not grown. That baby is not even up to 8 weeks or whatever, but it's still a child, because that embryo or fetus or whatever you call it is going to form on stages to come and form a baby. So abortion is really not good. It's really not good. Honestly, I'm not going to be on the support that doing abortion is self-defense. It's clearly not self-defense. It's actually murder. You are killing someone, and I think you have to face the consequences of killing someone, even if that's your that baby or that whatever is in your womb. Come on, you have no right to kill the baby. You have no right to abort the baby, because you are clearly killing the baby. You are killing a live baby. Aside if the baby is dead already in the womb or something, but doing abortion is clearly murder, and it's wrong, because even having sex before marriage is even immoral. It's against, in the Bible, it's immoral. And I feel if you have tried and you have gone against that, then you should face the consequences by giving birth and fathering and mother and being a mother to that child, because you didn't want to go, you actually made a mistake, and you have to accept the mistake by trying to even take care of the child, aside than that of saying you're gonna abort the baby. Come on, abortion is really, really clearly murder, and we all should come to our senses to say, to stop saying it's self-defense like he was saying in the video, because even Charlie Kirk said it clearly that but what was the cause of you actually getting pregnant? You did that having sex. If you're not ready to have a child, you can clearly use contraceptives. That's why we have those there. That would be better than trying to. You can have different ways of preventing yourself from getting pregnant until you get into that situation and you have to commit murder. That's not good. Come on, let's all come back to our senses and see this. This is really, really bad, because it's against human rights. Even number one, and number two, you don't have to. That if in fact that child, that child coming is not has not even done anything wrong to you. So come on, you can't tell me that having an abortion is self-defense. Come on, this is so wrong. I know he tried whatever he said, that it's your body, you have the right to your body. But come on, you don't have the right to that child because you are trying to be the mother of the child. So this is clearly, it's a wrongdoing. We all shouldn't come. No, don't say anywhere that doing abortion is self-defense. This is clearly evil. It's evil to have an abortion. If you know you're not ready to father a child, you're not ready to be a mother, and you're not ready to have a child, come on. There are different ways, there are different methods of you trying to prevent yourself from getting pregnant. You can even use a condom and other contraceptives you know of. So try and do that and stop. And let's stop trying to change things and try and say and even come to a point of saying abortion is self-defense. Doing abortion is clearly evil. It's clearly it's a wrongdoing. It's you committing murder, killing someone who has not wronged you. Come on, if you're not ready to have a child, come on. There are different ways of you preventing this. All right, so you can keep your comments coming in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment in the comment section also. Bye. See you in my next video.